Hey y'all, just made it home. I just want to tell everybody who joined our Facebook Live tonight, I want to say thank you. I sincerely appreciate you joining in. I appreciate any feedback that I was given from the inbox messages to the statuses to you all sharing it. I'm so grateful. This is just the beginning, guys. Behind the concealer, Candid Conversations is on, y'all. So Diva, survivors of domestic violence and abuse, Dada, Divas Against Violence and Abuse. It's on, y'all. I'm sorry. God is just, he's just, oh my goodness. It's just, I can't even verbalize. It's just so much. I'm so grateful. I'm so overwhelmed right now. People that I invited to come out tonight, they didn't come. Some did and some didn't, but that's okay because I understand. I get it. It's not meant for everybody to understand. It's not meant for everybody to grasp. It's not meant for everybody to accept. But those who did accept it, those who have grasped it, those who are willing to run this race with me, to go on this journey of self-discovery, self-renewal, I'm here for y'all. Thank y'all for being here with me. I promise you I won't regret it. You won't be disappointed as I go into deeper into this domestic abuse thing, y'all. It's so deep and it's so passionate to me. I've been asked, why you doing this? Why you telling your business? Why you shining the light? Hell, because the light needs to be shined. It's about that time. We suffer in silence. No more. We've been suffering in silence for too long, far too long. And so many of us who have suffered, who are continuing to suffer, all because we don't have anybody, all because we don't know. We don't know what to do. That next step. We're afraid of the next step. We're afraid of the unknown. Change is scary. Change can be so scary. But guess what? Change is necessary. Change is necessary for growth to happen. When you do better, you do better. The more you know, the more you know. Iron sharpens iron, and if I can help just one person, if one person was helped tonight, if one person was helped last week, if one person was helped yesterday, that's more than enough for me. Y'all just don't know how grateful I am, how overwhelmed I am. My heart is so filled with joy, with admiration for everybody who's spoken up, who's spoken out, for everybody who's willing to not be silent anymore, to have a voice for somebody, maybe not you, but for somebody that you know. Thank you, Kitty. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you for supporting me. I love you so much. I have to tell my truth. I have to tell my truth. Because guess what? My truth could be somebody else's truth. My story can help somebody else. Hell, I know my story helps somebody else. I get told every day. Thank you. Thank you, LaRonda, for sharing your story. I would have never known that you went through that, LaRonda, that you were going through that. Because we don't show it. We learn to cover it. We learn to have that mask, that concealer. That's why behind the concealer is removing the mask of self-pity, removing the mask of low self-esteem, removing the mask of low self-worth, removing the mask of embarrassment, removing the mask of shame, y'all. There's no shame. We as survivors, and those of you who are still going through it, have no reason to be ashamed, have no reason to be embarrassed. We're not the ones. Like I keep telling everybody, being a victim was not my choice, but being a survivor was. Being a survivor is your choice. And I'm going to help you every step of the way. Behind the concealer, so Diva, Dada, promise y'all, this is just the beginning. Get ready, get ready, get ready. I can't even stop. I want to go off live, but I've got to come back. I stopped and I was like, I can't be done. I'm at home and I'm still, this adrenaline, this thing is just, oh my goodness. If you have ever experienced not knowing your purpose or knowing your purpose, but just not knowing how to walk into it, and when you finally do, how good that feels. Oh my God. Oh my God, how good this feels. How good this feels. Thank you, Cynthia. God bless you too. I love you, Sabrina. I love all of y'all. Thank y'all. And I'm going to come to Houston soon. I'm coming home soon. We're going to have a Candid Conversations with Behind the Concealer in H-Town real soon. Y'all just let me know when y'all ready. and I'm down, let me know anytime, anytime. Come on, cousin. I'm ready. I'm ready, Jessica. Let me know when y'all ready. And like I said, it's not just gonna be October. October won't stop it. This is just the beginning because October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. I decided to kick it off because I've been working on this for months, months and months, and I've been working on a book. I've been working on a lot of stuff, and it's hard. It's a lot. I want to share with y'all some stuff. Like in 2015, when I first after my divorce and I left, I was in Houston for a little while, and didn't have anywhere to go in Houston. Keep it 100, LaRonda. You know how when you I say my truth is my truth, but when I say I didn't have anywhere to go, it's not because I didn't have family. It's not because nobody would have helped me, but it was my pride. That thing about, you know how when you're doing good, when you're on top, you don't fool with nobody, you don't hear from nobody. So when I'm doing bad, why would I want to hear from somebody? Why would I want to go to you when I'm doing bad? When you didn't hear from me when I was doing good. So that was that pride, thing called pride. So when I left Houston in 2015 and didn't know where I was going to go, because after my divorce, I didn't have nothing, y'all. I had nothing. I was homeless. I went to my cousin's Lori's house for my best friend Dana's wedding in September 2014 and to go visit my grandmother when she was sick on her deathbed. And I was going to go back home to San Antonio and work it out with my husband like I did so many times before after an argument. But during that time, while I was in Houston at Bible study with Toya, remember Toya? We was at Bible study and Lori called me. She kept texting me. And I finally called her. She said, a process server just left my house. Lonnie, serve you divorce papers. Just like that. So in an instant, I had nothing but the car I was driving. That's all I had. So in my midst of going through, I ended up in New Orleans for 10 months in another situation. So I say, y'all, it's so deep. It's so, so deep. Behind the concealer. So I have my story is so real. It's so real. But I ended up in New Orleans for 10 months in another situation. Not just like that, but so similar. That's why I said there's so many different levels of abuse, not just physical. There's verbal abuse, there's psychological abuse, there's mental abuse, there's financial abuse. I've experienced all of them. But in these 4 years since my divorce, God has awakened something in me. Man, it's a beast in me. It's this beast that's rising up in me. Mike keeps saying, you're not a beast. Yes, I am. It's this beast in me. And I've been having this thing we call deja vu when I've been seeing stuff that I thought I had a vision about. That's just called predestined. That was preordained. That's why I saw it before. And then God showed it to me. And he brought it to my remembrance that this is what's supposed to happen. Tonight was supposed to happen. I saw tonight happening years ago. Didn't understand it. But I saw it happening years ago. When I shared my story with people I shared my story with one particular young lady in 2015 and shared some of my ideas about my domestic violence advocacy of what I wanted to do. And we were bouncing ideas off of each other. We had never met face to face, but had a phone conversation because I followed her on social media and I really looked up to her and I admired her. And she had been through some of the similar things. And a few months later, and I never shared this with anybody, but a few months later, I started seeing her doing things that I talked about I wanted to do. I started seeing her manifesting the things that I wanted to do. And I started feeling some type of way. But then the Holy Spirit told me it wasn't meant for you to do it. You served your purpose. You gave it to her. This is what you were supposed to do. She was ready at that time. You were not ready at that time. So I don't feel no type of way. I'm proud of her. Nikki Jackson, I'm proud of you. I follow you. I look up to you. I admire you. Yes, ma'am, I do. It's so many different women that I look up to that I admire. Me, a triplet. I admire you, my spiritual sister. Yes, ma'am. We had some conversations and you were there for me. Lori, my cousin. You would come to my house and say, I knew something was different. I knew something looked off, but I didn't want to say nothing. All of those people that were there for me, LaToya, thank you. Dana, thank you. LaShare, Rosalind, thank y'all for being there. Dee Dee, Demetra, thank you. Thank you for being there for me, being a listening ear when I didn't know what the hell I was going to do or where I was going to go. Y'all listened to me. Y'all didn't judge me. And I'm so appreciative. I cannot wait. I cannot wait till the next time, the next phase of Behind the Concealer, Candid Conversations with Behind the Concealer, part 2. Y'all get ready. So Divas, survivors of domestic violence and abuse, Dada, Divas Against Domestic Abuse. It's a brand, y'all. It's a movement. Get ready. Live again tomorrow. Love y'all. Bye-bye.